Hey guys, um, I'm just gonna do a reply video right now to my video about the G21 magazine trade for PMags. Gadzooks, I think it's Gadzooks WS. Me and him have been talking on the phone. He's a really cool guy. And we were gonna meet up initially, but then we both agreed, hey, you know what? Let's just do this over the mail. Just because we both don't know each other. It was more my pushing, like, let's do this over the mail, whatever, because neither of us know each other. I could put a gun to the guy's head and say, give me your Glock magazines. He could put a gun to my head and say, give me your PMags, and, it is what it is. But we are definitely going to be going shooting once I get my Chris Vector. He's going to be bringing his G21, and he's got an AR rifle. He's got the SR556. So we're going to be going shooting soon. Pretty cool guy. We actually talked on the phone one day for like an hour about firearms, but anyway, I think me and him are in love. Anyway, he sent me, he had initially said, hey, I've got two 13-rounders used, slightly used. He ended up also having the 4 brand new 10-rounders. These are the 10-rounders, guys. So we ended up trading the for the 10-rounders, because I said I don't mind the 10-rounders because I actually wanted to have about 4 10-rounders. So I got 4 10-rounders. Now, the reason for the 10-rounders is because, God forbid, there is some type of ban put in place with magazine capacity. When I go to the gun range in Easton, PA, the gun club I belong to, I want to just bring 10-rounders with me. I don't want to be bringing the 13-rounders, even if they are manufactured before a possible ban, and even if they have a date stamp on them, which I don't know if these have a date stamp on them like PMags do, but I'm not willing to risk it, because you never know who you're going to come across as far as law enforcement and what their knowledge is. Ooh, my nose just whistled. So just for safety's sake, I'd rather have the 10-rounders and bring that there. So that worked out great. He got his PMags today, I know that. That's why I'm making this video, because I said, oh, once you get your PMags and you could verify, I said I'll post a video, whatever. So it is what it is, guys. It's pretty cool. I'm glad. I don't want 10-rounders from everybody, guys. I've got the 10-rounders I want. So that's that. Another guy is going to be sending me, I think it's 3 13-rounder with the +2 base plates. And I can't remember his damn name right now. Montgomery, I think. Damn, I can't remember his name right now. But I'm just waiting on his. As soon as he sends me his, and I look at them and they're not cracked or anything like that, and the springs are still stiff, I'll have your PMags out to you, literally that day. I've already got, in fact, right here to the right, I've got a box sitting here waiting to ship with them already in it. Bubble wrapped and everything like that. So, as soon as you do that, we'll be good to go. Another thing I wanted to touch about, guys, was the NRA. I have never been a fan of the NRA myself. Just living in New Jersey, they never really did anything for me. They've never really done anything for me. So, I just never joined. But I have joined. I did the 1-year membership, and I donated another year membership, basically, cost to their legislation branch. I've already been a member of other forms of pro-firearm communities, but it's something that we all have to do, guys. I just, and the more I think about it, the more I'm like, I don't know why I didn't do this earlier. I should have just swallowed my pride earlier. What the hell was I thinking? There is no reason why the NRA should only have 4+ million members. I mean, there's no reason. Every gun owner should be a frickin' NRA member. There should be like 100 million of us in the NRA. I don't understand. And unfortunately, until something like that happens, now I don't know the legal, I don't know the actual, there's 88 firearms in the United States for every 100 citizens, according to some stat. But I don't know how. Let's say half of that have firearms. 40 million. 44 million. There should be 44 million NRA members. Okay? 44 million NRA members. At $10 or $25 a person, you'd be looking at almost $1 billion a year they'd be making. Okay? I believe that's correct. I don't have a calculator with me. Whatever it is. Well, you figure, I'm not, never mind, I'm not going to do the math here because that's wasted time. But you know what I'm saying? They should be our biggest component, and they really should be. I mean, and then, not only should you belong to the NRA, but I'm a firm believer that you should also be a member of Gun Owners of America and all those other associations. You need, and we need, I mean, guys, there's no reason for it. If you are a firearms owner and you are not on the NRA, then you are not a firearms owner. You do not care. Why do you even have a firearm? You know, listen, I have a firearm to protect my family, to protect myself, and to protect this country and Constitution. There's no reason why, like I said, I'm being a hypocrite right now because it took me this long to join. But when I sit here and after I join, when I sit here and I think about it, I'm like, what the fuck was I thinking, dude? Like, I know there's a lot of people that hate the NRA, but if we get enough people on there, we could start becoming part of that. We could start changing their culture and everything like that. Another thing I want to talk about is the anti-gun people and the arguments I see on Facebook, I see on YouTube. Listen, guys, you have to maintain the high road with these anti-gun people. Everybody was like sharing this video of President Obama talking on YouTube. And the comments in there were absolutely ludicrous. I mean, F you, you piece of shit, you're anti-American, this and that. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. You just look like a bunch of idiots to anybody with an education. You cannot be talking to people like that. You are never going to get your point across. You just never will. You never will. Think about yourself. If somebody comes up to you and tells you that red light isn't actually magenta, and you're like, what are you talking about? And they're like, fuck you, you fucking idiot. You're like, I'm done with this conversation. Why are we even arguing about that? You're cursing me out for what? You have to use your common sense. We have the facts to back up what we say via the FBI. The FBI and Britain's own statistics, Great Britain, whatever you want to call it, England, not New England, but England's, by their own statistics, in Australia and everything, we have the statistics that show we're better off. While we may have more deaths from firearms, that's something that can simply be fixed. Not by getting rid of firearms, but better education, better safety training, a lot of stuff. I am for safety training. I don't care if you think that makes me anti-gun or not, but I do believe there should be some sort of safety training. Am I saying it should be forced? No. Do I think it should be available for a very nominal fee? Absolutely. Do I think everybody should get safety training? Absolutely. Do I think the police and everything like that need to do a better job at policing these gangs with their handguns? I mean, you take away the handgun crimes from all these gang-related and drug-related and all these violent... I mean, you literally knock down our gun crime, gun murders down to almost nil. So, arguing with these people, guys, is not going to work. We need to maintain the higher ground, speak respectfully, provide facts and not fiction. Do your research. I used to go around, and I was guilty of this on Facebook. I was going around sharing something that turned out not to be true, and an anti-gun person pointed that out to me and made me look like an ass. Why? Because when I did look it up, I didn't pay attention to where I looked it up, and I just looked it up from the same fake place that provided it for Facebook. So my own checking of it was not thorough enough. I'm man enough to admit that. Okay, I was provided, but of course I was the 10,000th person that shared it that day. But I at least tried looking it up, and then that's when I looked it up the second time, and I was like, and I told the person who's anti-gun, you're absolutely right, but let's look at these numbers. So you have to maintain a calm, cool, and collectedness about you in order to get something through to somebody. You don't see therapists yelling at their, what are you, a fucking idiot? You're so stupid. Why would you even think about doing that to yourself? What is wrong with you? Just doesn't happen that way, guys. People that are anti-gun are like somebody who's racist. Maybe 1 in a million will change with reason. Other than that, it's something they've been indoctrinated into since they were young. It's very, very hard to break. You can only confuse them and show them the light with factual information. Alright, guys. See you later. Thanks for, God, I can't remember his name. I'll see you guys later.